perspective on, we hear a lot about from the top down, we need the support from management. How do you engage management to make them understand the importance of what we're talking about here, about the accountability at employee level and getting them enthusiastic in making decisions? How do you get the buy-in from management and convincing them?
Very topical question. Everybody is trying to address that at a certain level. You see those companies that are nailing that, right? And it's easy to point to those companies that have been through a very public struggle. They've had those public recalls and those issues, and all of a sudden, yeah, there's lots of attention and support for both time and resources to really hone in on elevating employees' performance. It's those companies that haven't actually experienced that. How do you duplicate that kind of support and activity? Some of the things that we see is really looking at how can you track effective training, for example. And really it's determining KPIs and measuring that effectiveness of training. And so many times we're executing on training, and again, we're getting that compliance. We've done the training, hand wash, now we're moving on. But are we doing the effective measures so that if what we're doing isn't working, as in maybe we're having some cross-contamination issues, maybe we have an increase in GMP non-compliances, quality issues, customer complaint issues, so you pull those metrics and you have a clear understanding of the implication of those numbers, and you're tracking those numbers and focusing on them. So if there is some gaps, then you can start looking at where in your operations you need to affect change. And training is just one tool, but it's an important tool and could be a very important opportunity to address a specific process or procedure within the plant that will start to decrease quality issues. Labeling is a perfect example. A lot of recalls on labeling, label controls, but how much training is going on to have people doing those validation of labels? A very simple thing. And the importance of that, what's the implication of that? It's not just, oh gee, we should have put another label on there. There's, potential public health considerations on that, and really conveying that. We talked about the accountability. If you can get those employees engaged and really understanding the whys, it's critical to the operation.